Hello again, everyone. Gonna jump in with a little bit more Dark Souls today. It's pretty quick after my last recording, because I'm just feeling it. I genuinely love this game, so I'm gonna keep going. And we'll see how far we make it now. We are in the good old depths, and boy are they deep. Not even gonna bother with the ceiling blobs today. We're probably gonna bother with him though, so we'll see how close we can get to this guy. To deal with his little friends here first. The rats in these games are known to drop humanity pretty often, so it's always something I look out for. I'm probably actually going to farm these rats for humanity a little later on in order to complete a certain character's quest line. It's very helpful to have all of the humanity they drop. I say that as none of them drop humanity on this run, which is fine. Totally fine. Also being suspiciously passive right now. But that is okay. Probably going to be a lot of splashing noises in this episode because, well, I'm wading through water. Gonna traverse some white light here. And immediately run back through because I forget where that puts me out. Okay. This is good. This is actually very good. We've got another channeler up here who, mercifully, oh boy, will mainly buff his rat companions here. But I can beat them fairly handedly. Oh boy. Ooh, wah. He stacked some damage up on me there. Whew. But it is good that we found him, because it just means that we will not have to deal with him later. Whoop. There's a rat in both boxes there, if anyone's wondering. Okay. So this is kind of a preview of coming attractions. You can see there's a dead body with an item down there, which means we can and will eventually be going that way. For now, I'm gonna take care of yet another rat. Ah, there's that humanity. Proving that I'm not a liar. Ow. This is definitely the labyrinth section that I mentioned last time. Hard to see around these corners to know if there's another enemy hiding around. Hard to sometimes even see where you're going. So much so that you can be baited out by this item right into Mr. Big Rat's lair. Which, we don't really want to deal with him too directly. Because, oh, he does that a lot. And I miss him a lot. Yep, just like that. I'm kind of gaming the game a little bit here. Man, oh man. Well, it's worth getting a heal now. Oof, man. Yeah, he hits hard. So I'm probably going to end up wasting a lot of my Estus here. In order to get a few hits in on him. Yeah, I'm taking advantage of the fact that he clips through the wall when he attacks most of the time. Which I'm not ashamed of at all, because he will do the same. Ah. There we go. I know he's just down here chilling, but I want to pillage his home, so needed to put him down, unfortunately. That's about it for down here. Woo! He jumped out of nowhere. A lot of these little open manhole traps down here too, which can be rather inconvenient if you don't notice them, because they can take you to a very scary place, scary part of the depths. Even scarier than Blobtown. There are enemies in this game that will put a curse on you if you let them, and being cursed is probably worse than it actually sounds in Dark Souls, because it can only be remedied by, I think, visiting a very specific character or by having a very specific item that I don't have any of right now. So if indeed we are going to go down there, it's going to be risky business. But you know, it's Dark Souls, and what is Dark Souls without a little bit of risk? It's certainly not Dark Souls, I can tell you that. I'm actually having trouble remembering where I have and haven't been. Luckily, the trail of rat corpses helps. And you know what? We're just gonna dive on in. Stephen Curtis Chapman style. Diving in, going deep. And these are that enemy, which will curse you all to heck. Surprisingly enough, the giant eyes on their bodies are not actually their eyes. Their eyes, if I can get to them, are kind of hard to see. Little tiny pebble-sized thing down there next to their mouth is their actual eye. Those giant things are, I guess, ostensibly a defense mechanism. Ward off predators or something. But yeah, you see them swelling up their little air sacs there. They want to breathe curse breath on you, and I really can't afford to have that happen. It's luckily not an instantaneous thing, it builds up over time, but it's not a fun place to be. I'm pretty sure you lose at least a quarter of your maximum health when you're cursed. It might actually be half. I feel like I heard one of them. Ah, got a cool ring. But since I am actually human, there is another threat that I'm having to look out for down here that I wouldn't have to deal with if I were Hollow or Beef Jerky Man, if you so prefer to call it. And he was silly and jumped off the edge, so I will punish him for that. There was a non-zero amount of times when the physics engine has jump scared me because I feel like a dead enemy is coming back to life when I run back over it. Alright, we're gonna try again here to jump this gap and get that item down there. Alright. Another humanity. And this has actually been a pretty simple run of this area so far. I have been actually blessed to have some very non-threatening runs of some very threatening areas since I've started recording, so I have been pleasantly surprised by such things. We first tried the Capra Demon in the last episode, which, as I said then, is a rare occurrence. Oh, there's that curse breath. Not gonna get in that cloud. I don't want any part of that dank. Yeah, I think that's just waterfall mist now. We got a rat. I'm pretty sure we're coming up on a mischievous gentleman. And it's not this rat. Oh, we got another rat friend here. I forget how many of them are there. Oh. There he is. Knight Kirk has invaded. And I don't remember where he spawns, so this is actually a little scary. Ah, there's the boy. See, it's always funny when an enemy like runs up on you and then they try and roll at you and their armor's too heavy, so they fat roll. They're all intimidating and then all of a sudden they're just on the ground. But yeah, this is Knight Kirk. You might be able to tell his armor is a little bit spiky, and so if he rolls at you or even just comes into contact with you, it will do damage to you. Oof. Yeah, see, he just shield bashed me, and it hurt a little bit. Luckily, he's not too much of a threat at the moment. Got a little more humanity from him too. And we got his straight sword, which is pretty nice. It has a bleed effect on it, so the more you hit an enemy, the more you'll build up their bleed meter. And then when you actually make them bleed, it does a lot of damage. So you can be kind of strategic with how you use that weapon. I'm still forgetting which boxes have rats in them. Not these. It's another interesting thing about Dark Souls is there are some characters whose stories are entirely told to you through the moments they jump out of nowhere to fight you. And Kirk is one of them. This is not the last time we will fight Knight Kirk. He'll jump out in a few other areas. Now, I'm gonna head up these stairs here, because what we have just discovered is a handy-dandy shortcut. I think I can still climb up here, yep. Woo! I'm actually just gonna run back to our little bonfire up here and take a rest, because we've got a few souls to spend. I think I've said before I like even numbers, so I'm gonna, I think, bump these two skills up to 22 and 24. Feels good. So yeah, we actually haven't had too bad of a time going through the depths so far, except for when I miss. But yeah, we've got a nice little shortcut here. If I had jumped down here before, this door would have been blocked from this side, so I didn't bother. But we can run back down here. Got this nice little open area. Luckily the slimes are very slow, so we don't really have to worry too much about them unless we stay still for a long time, which I don't plan on doing. Got a fun little character over here too, who is very shiny. He adores trinkets and oddities, and trades for them. He is all about them souls. He actually sells some pretty cool armor. Helm of the Wise, Armor of the Glorious, Gauntlets of the Vanquisher, Boots of the Explorer. He's rather self-aggrandizing, this guy. But he does have a useful item It's a lot more positive than the merchant in the Undead Burg, who basically just tells you to piss off if you don't buy anything from him. But I'm gonna try and purchase... Ooh, that was a lot more souls than I thought. Oh well. I'm gonna get this bottomless box. Lets me store items when I go to a bonfire. So yep, that's Dumnall. And we are closing in on an area that we took a glimpse of earlier. A little bit different direction now, of course. And we are a little bit further down. We were up there earlier. Again, the level design in this game in particular is just some of the most intricate I've seen in a game. Yep. Nothing over there, just walking around. We do have ourselves a summon sign here. Ah, I knew there was something. Ooh, got ourselves a crossbow. And it's our good buddy Solaire of Astora. He helped us out quite a bit last time we summoned him. And you know what? I feel no shame. I believe I shall summon him again. For what lies ahead, because I have a decent amount of humanity at the moment. And am human. And I'd rather not become unhuman by making a silly mistake in this next fight that we're going to be getting into. Got a little bit more jolly cooperation going on here. Now for one of the cooler boss cutscenes in the game, I think. Or terrifying, depending on how you look at it. The lizard boy. Maybe not so little. Welcome to the Gaping Dragon. He is a very large guy. In fact, getting too near his feet while he's walking around will actually hurt you. So I'm actually back here because, like many large enemies with such appendages, you can cut his tail off. And while I don't really need the weapon from it, I do need him to not swing his tail at me very often, because that hurts a lot. And something you'll find about dragon enemies in this game, and demons, is that they are weak to lightning. So I am applying some resin, oof, to my weapon. Oh, man. Too slow. Too slow. Yep, he wants me now. He's tired of getting zapped. Oh, man. Caught me. Still caught me. Boy, oh boy. He's also vomiting something over there, which is cool. Oh boy, now my weapon is at risk, apparently. I should have been repairing this. So we might be in a tight spot here in a minute. Yep. got one more hit. Oh boy. Alright. That was a little riskier than I thought it would be. Whew. But we have defeated the Gaping Dragon. And here is the hard leather set. That is what the warrior class wears if you pick that in your starting menu. So this is ostensibly as far as the warrior got on their own. But now that we have defeated that dragon, we got another handy-dandy key, which we will be using in a little bit to go to just one of the most wholesome areas in the game. If I can even find my way out of here, goodness. There we go. For now, we're going to return to our little bonfire and level up. And honestly, before I go too much further, it might behoove me to have a run back to Andre of Astora, because I'm gonna have to repair my weapon. It's actually not something I had considered before this. It's a pretty good spread here. But let me check and see. It's not something the game tells you outright, like many other things, but your weapon has a durability rating. Huh. Looks like the Claymore is actually doing okay. Is he talking about the Pyromancy flame? Whoa, yeah. Huh. So it turns out that is actually a little bit in disrepair. Huh. I might have got caught by that goo that the Gaping Dragon was spitting. I think that can cause your weapons to fall into disrepair if you touch it. There are a few substances that'll do that. But I don't plan on using a ton of pyromancy just yet. So I think with where we're going, it'll be alright to let that go for now. But yeah, we received the Blighttown key from that boss, which will take us to an infamous area of this game. It, you can see even how the lighting changed as soon as we got in here. It's a little darker, a little greener, but not necessarily a healthy verdant green. More of a sickly why are you here green. This area is infamous for kind of what I'm doing now. It's a platforming section, but more than that, when this game first came out, this area did not perform very well. In fact, you get down deep into Blighttown and you're getting ready to play at, if you're lucky, 15 frames per second. Which in gaming parlance is nigh on unplayable. I hope I don't fall off the ledge here. Okay. Whew. And I received some poop from that man. Very generous of him. I just said I wouldn't be using much pyromancy, and here I am using pyromancy. That's what I thought he was doing a second ago. Forgot about that follow-up. Getting a little bit more poop. Always good. Gotta keep stocked on that. There is actually a function to that item. It, you literally throw it at people and it will poison them. If you're an absolute degenerate, you can use that. Taking one at a time, these guys aren't bad. Just take quite a few hits. One more. Okay. Oh, no poop from him. Okay. But yeah, you start getting into the nitty-gritty of Blighttown here, and not only will you be swarmed by several enemies, but you will be fighting poor game performance too. At least in the original version of this game. Luckily, this is the power of the PlayStation 5, which is 2 console generations separated from its original release. Nope. So, we're gonna have a smooth, buttery smooth 60 frames per second this whole time. As God intended. These guys are the worst, and the bane of my existence in this area. I literally got jump scared by this dude. But yeah, those guys shoot poison darts at you. But even worse than poison, those darts will toxic you. So they're like an internet comment section. Toxic is basically worse poison and will absolutely melt your health bar. So I try to take those guys out whenever I can, or avoid them at all costs. But yeah. Yeah, there is no rest for the weary here in Blighttown. You turn a corner and you got 7 more dudes after you. From Software, the developers of Dark Souls, are kind of infamous for their poison swamps, kind of fetid areas like this. I guess it's just kind of a trope of the dark fantasy genre, which they hold to very strongly. Luckily, if you take it just kind of a platform at a time, Blighttown's not terrible. Again, it's helped greatly by the fact that the game doesn't stutter terribly now. So we got an item down there. I'm not sure if that's kind of a point of no return. And where I really want to be is over on that bridge, because that'll bring me pretty close to another checkpoint. So, I'm gonna involve some risky business here, and take a leap of faith. Woo! And I got a cool little katana for my efforts. Unfortunately, I probably don't have the stats to use it, because I'm not so much going for dexterity as I am strength. But we've made it to the bonfire in Blighttown, which is a bit of a godsend. And since I have extra humanity, I'm going to kindle this bonfire, because gravity is not our friend in this game, and we're pretty high up here. Oh ho. Yeah, probably gonna go for more endurance. Feels good. Honestly, with that, I might change up some of the fashion I've got going here. Gotta keep an eye out for enemies, because getting into your pause menu does not actually pause the game. Yeah, the regular leather armor is a little bit better. And of course, the hard leather is even better than that. I think Yeah, I'm still fast rolling with this on. That feels kind of nice, so might try this fit out for a little while. Got another horrid enemy up here. That is these little fire foxes. Oh boy. Welcome to Blighttown. That's what I was referring to earlier when I talked about just getting ganged up on down here. Going to reacquire my souls and back up. Ah, yes. These little red dogs can spit fire at you, and man oh man, are they annoying to deal with. Especially in an area that I will get to in a little bit. They hit surprisingly hard, too. Ah. Oh. Here we have to do some fun menuing here. And, get rid of this toxic as soon as possible. So yeah, I just barely got rid of that toxic in time to not absolutely die from it. Yeah, that's not a fun status effect. It monstered half my health in a very short amount of time. Trying to navigate now, which is another fun part of Blighttown. Trying to find a way down without destroying yourself. Is there a ladder I'm missing, or is he just... Ah, he's going to come down on me. I welcome his efforts, if he can actually manage to do it. Whew. He did it. He made it over here. Oh boy, the camera. I actually think I'm gonna drop down here. Grab this item. Again, every single platform. There are more enemies to deal with on it. I think we got a dude trying to climb this ladder here. Or waiting for me? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Yep, he waits till I get on it. And yeah, you may have noticed this thing sitting here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take care of him. There's a chance I won't be able to... Yeah, not the longbow. I can probably swing the heavy crossbow. Got some bolts for it. And it is actually a heavy crossbow because I'm moving a little slower now. But I want to get down closer to this thing so I can lock on. heard something. There's a dude trying to blow dart me, I think from up here. I think it's the guy that got me earlier, so I'm gonna take him out. And again, small mercy, but it is one that these guys do not respawn. Good. Good, good, good. I see. He's right down there. Okay. Well, at least he can't hit me from down there. So I'm going to take some time here. Am I hitting him? Oh, I am. Yep. Doing very little to it. But I'm actually just going to keep doing this. Whittle his health down a little bit. Because there is an item just below him that I might want. I actually kind of forget. Riveting, I know. And that was a good 2/3 of its health gone. It's not terrible. I'm gonna see, because I can't use it to its full ability. I'm gonna see if I can use this bow to at least do a little bit more damage to him. Oof, that's one. That's not working too well. Mayhaps. I guarantee this fireball's not even gonna hit. Oh, it did! But, yep, I'm in range of that guy now. And I can't afford to get toxicked again. So I'm gonna let that go down. That's not doing much to him either. Well. Sometimes enemies in this game don't have a tremendous concern for their own livelihoods. So I think that guy just took a tumble. Works for me. Because I am no longer getting blow darted. Ooh. I can't see anything. Okay. Whew. Yes? I don't know who screamed like that. Now there's a chance, because it's been a while since I haven't killed that squid thing before coming down here. There's a chance that going through this fog door will be a very bad idea, but we'll see. Ah, no, that is not where it puts me. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I forget the point of this area. Other than to be an instant death if you fall down. So I'm just gonna mosey on. We have made it to a very markedly different part of Blighttown. We are now fighting flame insects. And I may have unfortunately missed a few things that I actually do want to go back and get. Hard to say if I'll do that here on stream, or I'm not streaming, just recording, or if I'll go back and do that on my own time. Might not be the most tremendously entertaining content to backtrack a ton. Shoot, got another blow dartman. There he is. Alright, where's my ladder? I don't know if I have a ladder here. Which is fine. We'll jump down, be blocked by that. And then we're taking the fight to him. At least he's giving me a good amount of moss. Actually, okay, yeah, that's a pretty good armor set too. Not the one I was thinking of. And it's not quite as good, but again, half of the point of Dark Souls is to look cool while you do it. That's pretty sure that was on the original game box. And the Wanderer set is very cool indeed, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, nope, that's oh, yeah, I'm still quick rolling. It's the power of Havel's ring. Keeps me light on my feet. Oh boy. Oh boy. I did not want to change my lock on to that mosquito. But we have slowly, very slowly but surely made our way to the bottom of Blighttown. Once you get to this point, it's a little less dangerous. The enemies here do not attack quite as often as some others. But we are now in the middle of a poison swamp, which, again, if you've played any From Software games before, you know is a staple of their design aesthetic. Luckily, though, we have reached a bonfire. So yeah, that was a quick glimpse at Blighttown, which is not quite the monster that it used to be. Again, back when this game first came out, it was a terror to get through. Still not the most pleasant area, but not doing too bad. Also, these mosquitoes, they respawn indefinitely. So anytime you're down here, you are going to get skeetered on. Oof. I need to get out of the poison. Heal that up real quick. But yeah, I wanted to take a quick look around this area. Hopefully not getting monstered on by mosquitoes too badly. But Blighttown is actually built into the walls of Lordran, surrounding the city, the kingdom. So if you get to the bottom, you can get a bit of a better look at it, but it is kind of... We're actually under open sky here. Which is hard to tell when you're in the city, but once you get down here, it's a little bit clearer. And actually, Blighttown can be seen from all the way up at Firelink Shrine, if you know where to look. It's a cool little visual detail. So yeah, we've made it to that bonfire down there. And what's coming up next will be fairly significant, but there will actually be a little bit of backtracking involved to get to it. Because there are some items that I'm going to need in order to tackle this current area a little better than I am right now. So what I'm going to do for now... So I'm going to reverse my hollowing. I'm going to greet an NPC out here whenever they decide to show up. And I believe they will soon. They should. Forget exactly where they activate. There she is. The most beautiful girl at the ball. Man-eater Mildred. Oof. Got me there. Yeah, she's one of these swamp dwellers. Oh boy. I never knew that the mosquitoes could stagger me. Alright. Now that we've taken care of her, she will become relevant again later. We're gonna actually take our leave of Blighttown for now. And head up these series of ladders. This series of ladders, I should say. Try to be grammatically correct. In true Dark Souls fashion, there is a shortcut out of Blighttown. It's just a bit precarious to get up and out of it, so we're going to try and absolutely not eat it. Moreover, on a lot of these levels, we're going to be ignoring a lot of the enemies that'll be coming at us. Except for these guys. They always deserve to die. I mentioned the fire dogs earlier, and they're probably going to become relevant here again in a second. Oh boy. Oh, just missed it. Cool. Missed that skeeter. All right. Immediately got toxic. Good. Good. Yeah, that effect is not kind. I'm gonna see if maybe I can firebomb this guy. Can hit him. And he runs away. Well, and he didn't die. And he's gonna keep throwing darts at me. Okay, well, turns out I have some black fire bombs, which I'm gonna try and throw a Hail Mary here at him too. Ah, okay. Can try that again. Dang. Man, I forgot how many of these dogs were out here. Oh boy. Too many. Alright, don't really have much better from afar. Already used all my crossbow bolts. Which, in retrospect, might not have been the smartest plan, but we're gonna make do. We're gonna make do. Tell you what else I'm going to put on my quick menu here is a homeward bone. Because there is an item down here behind this grate that I really want. And if I can manage to only fight these two little dogs and grab it, I can potentially homeward bone out of here. Or just completely not. Well, I lost some souls, but I did grab that item. If you saw it, it was another Firekeeper soul. Well, we lost a little bit right there, but it wasn't too bad. Again, we got yet another Firekeeper soul, which will help us heal from our Estus Flask even more. I kind of do want to try and make it to the top of that ladder again. But we'll have to see. 18,000 souls is a bit of a loss, I will admit. But it's one I might be willing to write off. If only for the fact that I know there are plenty of more souls to come. And I really don't want to try and tackle that area again. So yeah, at least it's a bit of a quick run back here from the bonfire. And yeah, as lamentable as it may be, I think I might take a skip on those souls of mine. There are fewer now of the blow dart boys, but I know those dogs. Well, I didn't kill any of them anyway, so it wouldn't matter if they came back or not. But, yeah. Might give those a skip. Let's see. Further up. Somebody ate it. There's that squid man again. Didn't quite take care of him. Kinda wasted those arrows too, so makes me sad. Bit of a reward for getting this far. The key to New Londo Ruins, which you might recall from a previous video, and which at this point you can probably guess is a place to which we are about to return. And yeah, I'm a little bit over fighting all these guys right now, so I'm just going to be showing them the meaning of haste by getting out of their way. We're in a bit of a new area called the Valley of Drakes, which is appropriately named, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. Gonna do what I came here to do, and use the key I just acquired, not required, to find myself back down in New Londo Ruins. So once again, shortcuts on shortcuts on shortcuts. Missed this earlier. Here's our handy dandy elevator. And there's that good old Firelink Shrine theme. We are back, and again, we were just below here a little bit earlier. And you know what? I didn't know if it would happen already. But our Firekeeper has been killed. Our Firekeeper has been killed, everyone. So that is a great tragedy. And one that I should have realized would have already happened. But because our Firekeeper is now dead under mysterious circumstances, I can't light this bonfire. Which is a tragedy. Wasn't sure if he'd have anything to say about it. Yep, he's referring to Blighttown there. Which, feels like a suicide run sometimes. But yeah, a lot of things have changed at Firelink. Our Firekeeper is dead, for one. For two, Buddy Griggs made it back. So I guess I have enough intelligence, it's the magic stat in this game, to learn spells. Unfortunately, I'm not really going to take him up on it. There are some good magics in this game, but that's not really the kind of character I'm running. So we're just going to let him be. But Brother Laurentius is back here too. And I do not find the magics unsavory, because I too am a pyromancer. It's another interesting lore tidbit, which he might explain to us here in a second, but the different schools of magic have very different opinions of one another. We've talked to a cleric already, we've just talked to a sorcerer, and now a pyromancer. Pyromancy is kind of looked upon as a bit of a savage art. If you remember from the intro cutscene to this game, the witch Izalith created the flames of chaos, and so pyromancy, as a result of her, is kind of looked on as a scary thing, again, a savage and brutal practice. Don't know if he has anything else to say. So yeah, pyromancy and advanced civilization are kind of not in tune. It's a little bit reflective, I guess, of you might call the Christianized age, coming out of a pagan background kind of thing. Again, it's fantasy kind of reflecting reality and culture in certain ways, which again I think is a thing this game does very well. And we're a little low on souls, so we can't actually purchase any pyromancies at the moment. But yeah, he can upgrade our pyromancy flame, he can give us new spells, so we will be back there again. I believe Petrus's companions have shown up now. Okay.
What have we here? You look awfully ragged. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't dare me, my lady, like that. You might scare her off for good.
Kinda uppity, but we're gonna meet Milady anyway.
You are undead as well. We've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
So she's got a mission.
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
So yeah, they don't really have time to chat. A little bit like Petrus, who may have more to say now.
My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
We at least leave on pretty decent terms. So they will soon be heading off on a quest of their own, and we'll be hearing more from them later in the game. I did want to take a look at the item we received. The Black Eye Orb was found on the Firekeeper's corpse. It's a mystical orb found on a Firekeeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a Firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the Firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Anor Londo. So, that is a bit of a hint as to where we will be going soon. The city of the gods, Anor Londo. That is, so yeah, we, for practical reasons, we definitely want our Firekeeper back. Because, we need to light that bonfire. We need to have a checkpoint here. But also, we want to take swift vengeance on anybody who, kills without mercy and without cause. So we will definitely be keeping that orb on our person at all times. Waiting for the chance to, wreak retribution. So for now, we're gonna have to find another bonfire, which is actually pretty convenient. Because, we've got this shortcut back here. going to take another visit to Andre before we get done here. Because he may be able to upgrade our weapon again. And we'll definitely be able to repair some of our equipment too. Before we do though, I'm also going to pop a couple humanity. So we can reverse our hollowing and kindle this bonfire too. Because this one will become pretty central for us for a moment. And while we're here, just gonna get some souls. Fairly healthy amount. We haven't turned these in either. Absolutely. And I believe if we talk to him again, so of course. So yeah, he can actually reinforce our weapons even further now. So what we're gonna do is actually get a few of these Titanite shards. Make our claymore better. Just bring that up to +5. Now if I had a large Titanite shard, I could bring that +5 up to +6, but I don't have one right now, so I'm gonna have to come back for that. But I can repair my equipment with him too, for a few souls. Not bad. Appreciate it, bud. So yeah, we have made a lot of progress now. Made it to the bottom of Blighttown. Killed the gaping dragon in the depths. Discovered that our firekeeper is now unfortunately killed. And have yet another reason to move forward, beyond wanting to ring the bells of awakening. Want to find out what happened to her, and see if we can make it right. So, yeah, with all that, might go ahead and call it for now. But appreciate you sticking with this, if you have so far. And I'll see you next time.